Welcome to Hawk Nation Sports with your host, Justin Ventura. Recapping Waltham High School's fall sports of 2015. Live from Jake and Joe's, it's Hawk Nation Sports.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hawk Nation Podcast. If you guys are watching the video, you guys are probably a little confused as to why we aren't in my usual setting. We changed up this week, and we traveled to Jake and Joe's. So I want to say thank you to Jake and Joe's for allowing Hawk Nation to do a podcast from this great restaurant. And if you guys haven't had Jake and Joe's, I recommend you guys come. Great food. But right now I'm here with the golf team, Charlie LeClaire, Nick LeBlanc, and Sean Bryant. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
All right, so let's break down the key games of the season. 2 key games in Cambridge. Let me hear about the first game against Cambridge. Charlie, you want to start us up?
I'd like Sean to speak.
All right.
Let's hear it, Sean.
So we arrive at our home course, which is the beautiful Leo J. Martin over in Weston. And we're a little surprised to see that the greens on the front of the course have been aerated. So our coach made the executive decision to play the back 9 where their greens have not yet been aerated. So pretty much for us, it was like an away match because we're not familiar with the back. We only play the front 9 holes.
Right.
So we ended up playing the back 9 holes and played pretty tough. It's a little harder than the front.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions were pretty bad, but we pulled up the W. It was a good match.
I heard Matt Sweet, who wasn't able to make it today due to some a jaw injury. I heard he led the way that game. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think he had about 12 points there.
Yep.
It was a very, very good outing for my boy Matt Sweet.
Mm-hmm. All right, so clearly you guys played against Cambridge very well this season, but team tournament at the end of the season, right? You guys always, have fun with it. It's a great way to recap the season and end off with a fun note. Give me some details about that.
Well, team tournament. It's 2 players on each team, and it's alternate shots. So you have to pick two drives from at least 2 drives from each person. So coming down to the last hole, I think it was between Nick's group and Mark DiGiulio. So Mr. Soren had to leave a little bit early to pick up his son Devin. So I made the executive decision he said earlier, and I had DiGiulio and LeBlanc go head to head, and to say the least, DiGiulio choked in the last hole, and they came away with the win. So he won I call a box of golf balls, and that was that.
I like to say my skills took over more than he choked, but I'll take the win. I'll take the win.
It was a good fun time. It was fun to see the playoff. That was the first out of my 4 years. It was nice to see Nick and go at it with Mark and Julian. And I was very happy that he took him down because I don't like when Mark wins, except when he's on my team. But in the team tournament, I was glad to see Nick really hold the reins there and take down little Mark and Julio.
Nice. All right. So clearly, successful season. I think a somewhat successful season. I give you guys a successful season in a fun tournament. But so when you guys play, how do you guys read the greens and determine which club to use?
I guess I'll start over here, and we'll just go make our way down. Because I'm sure each player, has their different techniques.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it comes down to mostly distance. Then when you're in between clubs on distance, you have to factor in the other components such as the grass length, the wind, the temperature, because if it's colder, the ball's not going to travel as far. All different components that go into it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, so like a lot of the good guys have their rangefinders, so they can see how far they are. Me, it's just I look and I'm just like, I got my rangefinder right up in here. I pick out the club, and then usually like 9 times out of 10, I just give it a good swing and it lands on the green. And then once I get down to the greens, it was really like a joint effort between me and Matt Sweet, because we'd always be teamed up and we'd be able to look at different ways that the green rolled and different stuff. We could figure it out. That's the best way, pretty much, that we could read the greens, try and get close to the hole or in the hole.
Yeah, similar to Nick, I believe that putting is the most important. They say drive a show, putt for the dough, you know what I mean? So DiGiulio and I, we had a good communication because we play with each other mostly because we're the 1 and 2 at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. So it's it's really a team. Yeah, it's a team sport. So I mean, you guys share the greens and stuff like that. It really helps.
All right. So, leaders of this team this year. I know Sean was a captain. You a captain?
Yeah.
Charlie? How would you guys lead the team this year? How would you guys lead? Were you guys leading by example? What was it?
We just tried to go out there and give good sportsmanship and try to help out the other players if they had any questions with club lengths or anything like that, or we try to offer our 2 cents and see if that would help their game at all. I think that's kind of like a virtual thing. Everyone try to pitch in and do their part to make the team better as a whole.
Really professional input by the two of them. Much help.
More importantly, because we play in such a tough division with teams like LS and Concord Carlisle and Active Boxborough, all teams that are basically extremely hard to compete with.
Right.
It's important when you're losing to teams like them, because they're like every single year teams in the DCL win at their state state championship level, I guess, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. It's important to make it fun, and I feel like all three of us do a good job of bringing a little humor to the sport.
We just try to go out there and have fun. Aside from winning, winning isn't everything. So we try to have some fun with it, and we like to, if we're gonna play a team that's like Charlie mentioned, that it's a very difficult team. So we're playing like Weston, and we play them at a very nice course. So we try to say just enjoy playing the course, and whatever happens, I guess. But you have to enjoy every moment you take away from that.
I'd like to take a more of a Soren approach to this one, and winning is everything, guys. I don't know where you guys thought of that one.
I think that's a quote from Soren. I think he said it's okay.
Winning's everything. And me and Matt really brought that to the team this year with our efforts, and I think we made it the most fun, the most hard-worked team in the school.
He has doing bear crawls all practice.
We bear crawl all 9 holes.
Conditioning's unreal. So
unbelievable. You feel a pain, first day of practice.
Shout out to Soren.
Look like those doubles in the hot August. Just grinding, pretty much just grinding.
Yeah, that's the way to go. All right, so expectations for next year. I know the seniors, both Nick and Sean
And Matt.
Matt couldn't make it,
And Peter.
Yep, our parting ways. But you guys have any last minute tips for someone like Charlie or the underclassmen that will be playing next year?
Yeah, I just hope I believe in Charlie. After Charlie's year, I don't know what Martin Julio is going to do. Hopefully he becomes more of a team player. Gotta love the kid. But for the future, I think there's some good talent coming up, and it should definitely be interesting to see how the team develops. Give them a shot since we moved divisions this year to the DCL small. Just.
Charlie's in for one next year. He's definitely going to carry the team. Him and Julio, they're going to be leaders. I have faith. I think they can do well. Back behind Soren.
I agree.
They'll kill it.
Charlie, what do you think about next year?
Expectations. What's your goal for next year as a team?
As a team, we had 2 wins this year. How about 3 or 4 next year? You know what I mean? There's some teams that are kind of on the decline, I'd say, and I think maybe we can surprise a couple of teams, which would be awesome.
Nice, that's great. So in the off season, what do you do to improve your game?
Play golf.
You just hit the courses?
Yeah, just play lots of golf every single day, basically. Spend the nights over a course down the Cape called Reservation Golf Course. Big club in Poised. That's where I do most of my golfing.
Nice.
Nick,
All right.
Nick, where do you press in off season?
Well, last off season I started playing golf for the first time in June. I told Soren early July, but I lied just so I could make the team. Or flip those around. I don't know the months that well. But I started playing in the later half, about 3 weeks before tryouts. And I went in, I was like, I've been taking lessons all summer, I'm killing it. That was a lot. That wasn't true, but made the team, went out there and grinded. I'm not sure what someone like them two would do for preseason, but most
wine and grind. That's the key.
Way to get better at golf.
Wheel and deal.
Singing putts. With my off season now, I'm on the Cape, so gotta give a shout out to my home course, Cranberry Valley. Just beautiful
Great
conditions
course.
there, so I'll just try to grind over there, start whaling.
Seems like the Cape has the best courses. Is that the place to go?
I'd say so, yes.
Besides Leo J. Martin. I'd say the best course on the
I'm a
Cape.
member of TPC Boston, actually. Honestly, guys, me and Soren go there all the time.
Another thing that we did in the off season was Matt Sweet, Nico Blank, and Brett DeStacio and I, we all attended the tournament over at TPC Boston and took some tips away from my boy Sticky Ricky, a.k.a. Ricky Fowler. So that was a good experience.
That was an amazing day, actually. That was probably one of the most fun days I've had
Nice.
in a while. It was a great day.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you for
Pleasure
having us.
having you
Oh, it
guys.
was awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, make sure you guys stick around. We'll be right back after this quick commercial of Brianna and Georgette with their hello in senior review.
Hey.
It's me, and I was wondering if after all these years you'd like me to go over everything. They say you sound supposed to hear you, but I ain't done much here. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. And I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. So hello from the other side. At least I can see that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But how come you never seem to be home? So hello from the outside. At least I can see that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter if it doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you will. And did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the other side. At least I can see that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. How come you never seem to be home? So hello from the outside. At least I can see that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. But it don't matter, it really doesn't tear you apart anymore. So hello from the other side. At least I can see that I tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. But it don't matter, it really doesn't tear you apart anymore.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed Brianna and Georgette. They're definitely a talented group. And so right now I'm here with Lindsay Mogan and Annie Jean Baptiste, members of the cross-country team. Thank you for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so let's just, break it down, the season, just talk about how you guys did. So I got some questions for you guys. Memories of the season. Let me hear it.
Our biggest memory is probably the Wayland course. It was like a wicked long hill, straight up, all the way.
It was very hilly. Like everywhere you would turn, it's like there's a hill.
Really?
Yes, and you're like out of breath through every course you go to.
How did you guys get through that? It must have been so tough.
I mean, we're runners.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was the hardest course out of all of them, though?
Yep.
Yes.
It's tough going 2 miles straight uphill.
Yep.
1
2
mile
miles
down.
uphill?
Yes.
That's
And like we
insane.
never ran it before, so it was like actually our first time in like 3 years or
Yeah. So
so. Yeah.
did you guys know you guys were going into a tough course prior to
I mean, coach
match?
kept on telling us that it was a tough course, but we never imagined it to be like that.
That's tough. How'd you guys do in that race?
That was our closest, like almost a tie.
Really?
Yeah, surprisingly, it turned out to be well.
That's awesome. That's great. So like you said, tough courses. So Wayland was the toughest. What were some other tough courses, and why were they so tough?
Maybe Bedford. They have like a really long course. It's flat, so it's wicked fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how'd you guys train during the season? How'd you guys try and improve your stamina?
We would do a lot of 4,000.
Yeah, we do a lot of endurance work
Yeah.
and then maybe a few speed workouts a week.
What are 4,000s?
So you go around the track, I think, how many times? 4?
So we did thousands.
Oh,
so
1,000, that's right.
once
1,000.
around the track we do like what's it called, a pyramid workout. So we start at like 1 lap, 2 lap, then go up to the 1,000, which is like 2 laps and a half.
That's tough.
Or we would do heel workouts. So like intervals, go back and forth, how many times coach says.
That's tough. All right, so leaders of the season, who were they? Who were the captains?
Myself, Lindsay, and Ethan.
How'd you guys carry the team?
I give them a lot of credit. They were very supportive of me. Like, they supported me a lot. Like, I would have mental breakdown because, you know, I have a lot of homework, and I'd be like, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't run today. And they'd be like, hey, we got this. And I would run by myself, and Ethan would always come to me like, hey, let's run together. So they would be very supportive. And Lindsay would always help out the freshmen, you know, like tell them, hey guys, I know this is tough now, but we got it, you know.
Lindsay?
Yeah, it's tough, but we have to be like a team. Everyone has to work together.
Were you guys a young team? Were you guys like a young team? Like, did you guys have a lot of freshmen and
Yeah.
sophomores?
Oh yes,
I'd
this
say-
year we had a lot.
A majority of our team were freshmen.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
So you think they have potential to be a great team, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as they keep working?
Yes, they were really nice about it, and all of them improved throughout the races and then the practices, showing up. They all improved. They were really, really nice.
That's good. So in the off season, how do you improve your time?
I do track year round, so I know a lot of the other kids on the team too. We'll do indoor track, outdoor track, summer track, then lead into cross country.
Yeah. Myself, I keep up with running all the time, and I have cardio club.
Yup.
Yeah, so I would lift, I train, and I would just like run around Waltham. But other than that, in the spring, I do tennis. So I know it's not much running, it's not the same exercises, but I still, keep it up with cardio club.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
tell us about Cardio Club, Danny.
Well then, cardio club. I started cardio club 2 years ago. So it's anybody. It's not something about signing up. So you just come and have fun with me by exercising. It's nothing. Well, it is tough. But we run around the school. We do lifts, and then this year I'm planning for it to be really big by inviting people to do an exercise for us, like having Zumba. So this year should be really big, and I hope everybody trains just like last year.
That's awesome. So obviously you guys are departing from the cross country team because you guys are going to be off to college or whatever. What is some advice you have for such a young group like the cross country team?
I would definitely say keep going, because some of the practices would make you go crazy and say, oh my God, I'm quitting. But it's all worth it, and I always end up loving it at the end. I'm like, can we do that again? Oh my God.
That's good.
as much as it's hard, so yeah.
Lindsay?
Yep, in the end, it's all worth it. So.
That's good. So, like I said, you guys are departing. You guys are going off to college or whatever. So are you guys going to continue running? Like, what's the idea after high school?
I definitely want to keep on running. I'll do indoor track, outdoor track still, cross country, definitely.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna run in college or anything, but I do hope to keep up, do local runs or running on my own and all that stuff. And I hope to come back to school and help out,
Right.
if I go really close.
That's good. So, this weekend we had Piggy's annual road race. Did you guys run that?
Yep.
How'd you guys do?
I did not run it.
You did not run
I
it?
thought
Lindsay?
it was a really hard course.
It was? I heard it was really hilly. And
Yeah.
How'd you do? What was your time?
I got 24 minutes.
That's insane. I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to get 24 minutes. But what is your goal ever to be able to run a marathon like the Boston Marathon?
Yes.
Yes.
That's your goal?
Yeah.
Ultimate goal? Like 26 miles, that's insane. So
Oh my God.
how many years do you think that's going to be able of training? Do you think you would be able to do that now?
No, definitely.
Lindsay,
Maybe.
Maybe.
My goal is I want to run it at 22.
by the age of 22, you
Yeah.
want to be able to run the 26 miles
Yeah.
of the Boston Marathon. That's a great goal.
I
Annie?
think it will take more practice for me, but I think I should start with a half marathon first, and then build my way up there. But I mean, Lindsay is the star, so I think this is still some way for me to get up there. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, guys. I really appreciate that. And we'll be right back after another commercial break from Kyle Delory, who's saying "Time of Your Life" at the Senior Review. Once again, thank you for coming on the show, Annie and Lindsay.
Thank you so much. I feel special. Thank you.
And we'll be right back after this short message.
Another turning point, forcing the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test, no, that's why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, and in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang 'em on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and it's in on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, and in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, and in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, and in the end it's right. And I hope you had the time of your life.
What's going on, guys? We're back at Jake and Joe's with the volleyball team. We're here with Kirsten, Mary, Marissa, and Taylor. So thanks for coming on the show, guys.
No problem.
All right, so we're gonna talk about some key games this season. Watertown, you guys played twice, and you guys beat them twice. Let me hear some facts about that.
Well, Watertown was a little more difficult this year for us. We ended up going to 5 games, and it was a little stressful just because, they're kind of on our level. So we know that we can beat them, and it was a little more pressure to beat them. But we ended up pulling through and beating them twice, which was really exciting for us. And anything to add?
We also beat Somerville, which was a really good thing for us because they're another team on our level, and we play in the DCL, which is a lot of party teams, and they all play club, and it was really good for us to win another game.
Right. So Somerville was the last game of the season. You guys probably wanted to come out with that W to, end the season on a good note. So who played well in that game?
I think it was really hard at first, and we kind of expected to win almost, and everyone was just kind of playing like not that great. And then towards the end, we really pumped up the energy, and we all ended up playing really well and came out with a win. That was probably like the best game I've ever played, just because like we're all screaming and it was like so much fun, and finally like winning after 5 games, and like it took so long, but like we came through and like did it, and so it was really great.
That's great. All right, so obviously volleyball is a team sport, but who would usually carry the load, or someone that played really well?
I definitely would say Kirsten carried the load because she's our setter and she played every game and she did great every game. Even when the refs called bad calls on her, she would keep a positive attitude and stuff, so she did really well.
I'd also say that our captain, Jingchi, she was like the only member that played club every year, and she was the best player on the team, and she always kept it together and helped everyone get better.
That's awesome. So, like I said, volleyball is a team sport. You guys have to communicate really well. So, how do you guys communicate so well when you have to pay attention to the ball, but at the same time you have to make sure you're communicating with your teammates?
Well, I'd say that everyone has their own role, and you have to, in practice, we practice what we're supposed to do during game situations. Like there's a passer, a setter, and a hitter. So like the back row passes, and then there's a setter and a hitter. And so each play we just kind of call out each other's names to let each other know like it's your turn, like go hit it or whatever.
That's good. So the leaders this year, the captains were
Jingshi, Ani, and Sam.
Mm-hmm. So how'd they lead? What was their style of leading?
Well, Jingshi, since she was the only club member, a lot of our teammates went to her for like advice and where they're supposed to be on the court. So she definitely led us like through that, and if anyone was confused or anything, like she let them know like what they're supposed to do. And Ani and Sam are always there, like even if you have a problem like that has nothing to do with volleyball, they're so nice and they definitely like help you through anything, volleyball related or not. So they led us through that.
They definitely supported us.
That's good. So it seems like you guys were a tight unit. How'd you guys become so close?
Team bondings.
Team bondings?
We had very fun team bondings.
Yeah.
How'd you guys bond? What were some team bonding?
We went to launch, and then another team bonding.
Oh, we went
to Jingchi's house.
How's that?
We made t-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirts. That's cool.
Our teachers didn't really turn out very well, but
but it was
all right.
Hey, that's
9 o'clock at night in a parking lot making t-shirts with fabric paint and stuff. It was great.
That's fun. So we have 2 seniors and 2 returning players, correct? So seniors, what is some advice you have for the returning players?
I'd definitely just say, just keep doing what you're doing, because like our team this year just is completely different from the last years. We like bonded so much and we really got to know each other, and I think like that's really important for a team to do. And so definitely keep team bonding, keep helping out your team, like don't bring anyone down, and like you'll succeed, definitely.
Marissa?
I'd say basically the same thing as Marion. In the end, it's just a game. Like whether you win or lose, you're still a team, and you still have to pick each other up at the end, whether you win or lose.
Some great advice. But so for you guys, the returning players, what are some goals for next year's team?
Next year, both Taylor and I are doing club, and we're trying to get other girls involved with like clinics and stuff like that, so we can try to improve our whole volleyball for Waltham.
So, club. Well, what's club all about? Are there some other teams?
Yeah, well, I'm doing MGA, and it's held in Weston, and it's 2 days a week, and we practice a lot, and then we do some tournaments, and and it's supposed to really help with your skills and everything, so that we actually have some practice off season to learn things that we don't learn with in season. So
That's good. So off season, like you guys said, club. What else do you guys do to improve your game? Is it really just club? Do you guys stick with that?
Yeah, and like when the season's approaching, there are captains practices, and we go either in like someone's yard or in like parks. They have nets set up, and we just play volleyball and get back into it because we haven't been for a while.
That's good. So seniors, you guys, after high school, you guys are going on to college or whatever. Do you guys plan on playing volleyball after?
I think I'm thinking about playing intramural in college, so it's like no pressure, but like still can be involved in the sport. So
That's
I'll
good.
probably do that.
Yeah, same with me.
Same with you. You two, do you guys plan on playing college volleyball or?
I mean, coach talks about it to us all the time, and I think it would be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna try to get to that. That would be a good experience.
I plan on playing volleyball in college.
That's good. That's great to hear. So that's all we have for today with the volleyball team. So thank you for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after another break with James Brenner, Fitzy, and Victor Chung, who played Wipeout at Senior Review. All right, guys, we're back with the field hockey team. Hope you guys enjoyed the segment of the talented James Brenner and his band with Wipeout. They're a very talented group. So let's just talk about some key games and some key players for the field hockey team. So you guys played Concord Carlisle. Why was that such a key game, though?
That was definitely our most emotional game. We played like
really hard, and it was one of the games at the end, so that's kind of when we came together as a team, and we really just wanted to knock them out of the tournament. So we had like a long period of just like fighting for the game, and that was definitely one of our most emotional games, and that's one we wanted the most.
Yeah, we were like up the whole first half, which was really, really unexpected. They came back the second half. They were just very aggressive, very, very aggressive. Kristen actually took one to the throat.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was,
all right.
but it was very emotional because then we all like came together, and it was just really showed like how much effort we put into it.
Well, that's good. Bedford, this was your first one of the season.
Yeah.
How did that game go?
That was a turning point in the season, I'd say, because the first half of the season we played a lot of tough teams. So although we were like trying as hard as we could, we kind of almost as hard as we could try. Like there's only so much you can do,
Right.
and like Bedford was kind of where all of our hard work paid off.
Yeah, that was kind of the first time that we really came together as a team. I think that we were a little discouraged from our first few games, but once we got Bedford, then that just kind of was like the domino effect for the rest of our games, and it really set the standard for us working as a team and continuing that through the rest of our season.
That's great. So key players, who were some key players, some goal scorers, some...
I'd say this year we had a new freshman come, Caroline Gooden, and she's played a lot throughout her life. I know she started when she was really young, and she was definitely like a huge player on our team in the offense and like bringing everyone forward and kind of like helping everyone else out. She definitely had a lot of goals she scored.
Definitely Jess Salvo, Emma Doherty. They were big offensive leaders, big communicators on the team.
Yeah, and we had people in the back as well, Sam Noe and Julia Jones, who really kind of were the base of our team and held us all together.
That's good. So field hockey is kind of a different sport. It's a sport not like any other. What's the toughest part of field hockey? Is it the stick handling, the ball control? What is it?
I think it's just the combination of everything. Like, if you have one thing that's really challenging, like you can really focus on that one thing, but there's so much to think about, like the stick handling, the ball control, and then there's so many rules, like it can't touch your feet and you can't box anyone out, and there's just like a lot to think about while you're playing the game. So it's like every small piece is difficult, and then when you add them together, like it's hard to think about everything while you're playing in the game.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely, you can be like a great stick handler, but if you don't understand how the game works and you can't like think on your feet, you're not really gonna go very far.
Yeah, I agree. So leaders, this is a team sport, field hockey, and you guys have to have, vocal leaders and someone that can talk. I think, right? So who are some good leaders for this team?
Definitely Melissa.
Yeah.
Melissa DiMagella has a loud voice, and especially when she gets frustrated, she likes to yell at us a lot, which is helpful, of course.
Yeah.
But you definitely need that one person that can really yell.
Yeah.
And it was good just to have that as like a support system, and that like gets everyone else talking as well.
Right. Any other? What about your goalie, Carissa Waddick, right?
Yeah.
Was she a good communicator?
She started off the season, she could have been better, but she definitely improved. By the end of the season, she did much better, really, because she's in the back, so she has like eyes on everyone on the field. So it's really important that she tells us like what to do, because we can't see as well as she can. So like once she stepped that up.
Yeah,
really,
I think
it
at the
showed.
beginning she's a quiet person, and then once we really found kind of our footing as a team, she was able to like use her voice to help us out throughout the games.
So how did you guys become such a close unit? And like Carissa, like you guys said, wasn't the best communicator, but she lightened up. Later on in the season, how did you guys become closer?
Well, I think we're a pretty small team in general, so we're very, very dependent on each other. Everyone has to really step it up because we don't have like subs, we don't have like extra chances. It's just us.
Coach Nugent makes us play a lot of games. A lot of games at the beginning of practice. We play like mascot tag, and just like little stuff like that really brings us together as a team. I know we had team dinners where we could like bond, and just that like small stuff really helps to bring you together on the field.
That's good. So you guys are seniors. You guys you guys going to college or whatever. It's sad. Yeah, it is sad. I know we're all different. We're all going our separate ways, but for the returners, the younger girls that will be playing next year, what advice do you guys have for them? Because you guys have been playing for this team for a while now, and you guys know how Coach Nugent coaches or the game of field hockey. You guys have been playing for a while now. So what's some advice you guys have for the underclassmen?
Be prepared for doubles. Doubles are the worst few days of your life, but once they're over, the whole season gets a lot better, and you end up having a lot more fun than you think you're going to have, because during practice sometimes it gets pretty intense, and I think just definitely stick it out, because all the work that you put in before the season starts will definitely be worth it once you start playing the really difficult teams.
Yeah, I'd just say don't get discouraged as much as you can, as hard as it is. Nugent can be a pretty tough coach sometimes, and it's hard to not take things personally. But once you just learn to kind of take what she says as constructive criticism instead of just personal,
right,
then you can really improve. Same with losing. We're not the best team in DCL, but it's to take away from the games everything you can learn from them instead of everything you did bad.
Right, that's great advice. So since we have no underclassmen here, I'm not going to ask them for goals, but I want you guys to challenge those returners. What is a good challenge for them as a team next year?
Definitely just to play with a lot of heart. If you give it everything you've got, even if you're playing a really challenging team, sometimes it is discouraging when you're playing these teams that have been playing for so long, and coming into it freshman year, it's just a different game. And if you just kind of stick together as a team and work hard to improve that bond as a team, your playing changes a lot.
Off season, how do you guys improve your game, your personal game, individual game? Because I've seen improvement, because I went to a couple of games and I saw improvement throughout the year. And how do you guys improve like that?
In the off season, there's a lot of camps around the area. I know a lot of people take advantage of those. I know last year we all played a tournament together, so the whole team signed up and we played a tournament, and so that just this off season helps to carry over the skills that you learn to the regular season.
Yeah, there's also the summer league, summer camps, all that stuff. It really, really shows the people who put in the effort on the off season.
That's great. So, like I said, going to college, it's sad and everything, but do you guys plan on playing field hockey after high school, whether it's intramural or college field hockey? Do you guys plan on continuing to play the game?
Yeah, intramural, definitely. Yeah.
Intramural.
Well, that's good. Well, that's all the time we have with you guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back after this commercial of Kristen singing Riptide. She did a great job in Senior Review. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? We're back to another, segment of Hawk Nation with the boys soccer team. I just want to say Kristen did a great job once again with her song Riptide. Hope you guys enjoyed it because I did. So I'm here with Orlando and Carlos.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
We're going to start off with some great memories you guys had this season being a part of the Waltham soccer team.
I would have to say the tryouts, the double sessions at the beginning of the season. We looked really strong, like we were all together. Like it felt good to go into a scrimmage against Watertown and coming out competitive against them. Like we tied. No, we lost by 1 goal, but we were on top the whole game.
Yeah, it was 2-3 the score, and they went to states. But our teammates that were really good, some of them were eligible, so that might be some of the reason why we didn't win any games.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, it's tough to go through a season without winning a game, but you guys played hard, and there's nothing you can do about that. As long as you guys play hard and you give it your all, there's nothing to be disappointed about. You guys should be keeping your heads held high, and I think you guys are fine. I think the program's on the come up. You guys have a lot of young returners, and I think the program's headed in the right direction, and I think you guys led the way. The seniors, talking to the inexperienced and helping the inexperienced youth of the soccer team.
Yeah, because most of these kids have never played for a group of kids together for a competitive team or a club, or they just come into Waltham High and they just want to play soccer, but they really never been challenged to play like we do.
Exactly.
This year I reached I could say the top. My top is level playing but then I got injured, so I couldn't be there for the team most of the season.
We both got injured actually.
Were you guys still a part of the team though, right?
Yeah, we're part of the team, but I had to do therapy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, injuries definitely are not ideal, but I think you guys helped the younger guys. You guys were still leaders in trying to give tips to the underclassmen, and that's all you can do, and you guys did the best you could. And so who were some key players that stood out this year?
I would have to say Leo, Jensen, Parth in the defense. Our goalies were on and off, but at moments they're pretty key players because we would have lost by more, or they were important at moments. But I would have to say Jensen, probably Leo, and Parth were the biggest
Jensen,
leader.
Leo.
And those
two played hard.
They were there the whole season. Well, Leo got injured a couple times, but they left.
You guys are in a very, very tough division conference in the DCL.
Yeah.
And who are some really tough teams that are ahead of the pack?
Is it Concord?
Yeah.
Concord was one of them, right?
I would have to say Lincoln Sudbury.
Oh yeah, Lincoln.
Lincoln, Concord, and Weston.
Yeah, Weston.
Weston, they were pretty good.
But how are they so good? What's their style of play? What's so different?
Organized, and they just wanted more than
set plays. It seems like in practice they have more skilled practice. The coach goes into detail what they should do with sets.
Yeah.
Every situation.
They just when it comes to the game, they just wanted more. They're more aggressive. They just wanted more. They play all year round together in clubs.
So, I mean, maybe.
So that helps.
If one of the players can get this group together, the Waltham group, you guys become a more organized group, and then, I think you guys are really headed in the right direction. As long as I think some kids might have to, step into a role, a leadership role, and carry this team almost. But you guys will get more wins, I think, if you guys do more in the off season. I think that's
we need more off season and we need kids more committed and like
to school and stuff.
want to play when it comes to the actual games.
Right.
Like there's 18 games, like you get tired of so many games because
Yeah.
you're playing more games than practices. But being committed, that's a big part. And just wanting to win is like, because if 8 players want to win, the rest don't want
Yeah.
it, then you can. There's gonna be holes on the field.
Yep, you're gonna have the whole team wanting to win the game. So leaders, who were the leaders this year?
Jensen and Leo and Parth.
How'd they do?
They were the captains of the team.
How'd they do?
They were doing pretty good. Jensen and Parth.
Jensen and Parth played the whole season, and Leo got injured a couple times.
Did he still lead by?
But
did
he still led the team, and like he wanted to win. Jensen, I would say Jensen the top leader.
So you guys had some good leaders, obviously, and hopefully that can carry on to next year. And then, so you guys are both seniors. You guys are gonna be going off to wherever after this year. You guys are gonna graduate. But I'm gonna ask you guys to challenge this team returning. What is a good goal for them next year?
Fitness.
I would have to say, be more like determined.
Hungry.
Yeah, more hungry to win. They have to win. If they don't want it, they're gonna have an 0-18 season again.
Definitely work hard in preseason.
What are some tips you guys have for them during the off season? How can they improve their game?
Just play soccer.
Get a group of friends.
And just play.
Practice with each other. Good time is 5 o'clock when the sun's down. It's not that hot outside. Just play.
Yeah.
Figure out your position.
And be part of a gym, so you can on the daily just go during summer, just go to the gym, run a couple
Gain some
miles.
muscle.
It helps a lot.
That's great advice. So after, like I said, you guys are going off after you guys are graduating after this year. Do you guys plan on playing college soccer? Do you guys plan on playing soccer after high school, whether it's club or intramural or for a men's league? Do you guys plan on playing?
I would love to try out for college, see if I can make it. Hopefully I can. If not, I'll definitely stick to it. Maybe try to coach, help out coaching, whichever way. I want to stick with it, whichever way.
Yeah, I definitely want to go into college soccer. If not, just doing club intermittent leagues, or be part of just soccer because I love the sport, and having a season like that is bad. But it's not gonna it's not that I'm not gonna play again. So
that's good. Well, that's all the time we have with you guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Once again, we're at Jake and Joe's. Thank you for having us, guys. It's an honor to be here. And we'll be right back after this segment of Abby Langton and Rachel Papazian singing Moving On in Senior Review.
Let them have their time. Sit back and let them shine. Let them rise and rise. One day they're gonna fall. Let them soak in the sun. Sit back and let them have their fun. Let them spill their guts. One day they're gonna slip on. Well, I could be angry, but you're not worth the fight. Besides, I'm moving on. I'm counting to 10 and I'm feeling alright. Besides, I'm moving on. Let them play their songs. Let them say what's right and wrong. Let them do their things. It'll never be okay. We got our own style. Got a way of living life. They can't get down. Oh, don't leave them around. Well, I could be angry, but you're not worth the fight. Besides, I'm moving on. I'm counting to 10 and I'm feeling alright. Besides, I'm moving. Yes, I'm moving. Besides, I'm moving on.
What's up, guys? We're back, and hope you guys enjoyed the Abby and Rachel Papazian song that they played at Senior Review. They did a great job. And right now I'm here with the girls soccer team, Olivia George, Alexa Bossiere, and Jillian Donnelly. And so let's just talk about some key games you guys had this year. At Arlington Catholic, I think, was a very important game. Why do you guys think?
I guess for sure that Arlington Catholic was a big game because it was one of our first wins. We all were able to come together as a team, and it was a day game, so we were able to have a lot of our friends and family there, which is always nice. And I think it really brought the team together, and everyone got pretty fair playing time, and we had a lot of support, so it was definitely a great way to start to get the team together for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and like Liv said, it was our first win, and we thought that it would be like the start to a great a bunch of wins. So.
All right, and then so we have Wayland circled. So why was Wayland such an intense game?
Wayland was an intense game because we went into that game with a new formation. So a lot of us, including myself, were a little bit nervous about it, but in the end, it ended up working out really well, especially for the defensive side. Everything kind of just came together, and it was just another great win, and I think it was our second win, so it was great to pick up off of a couple of the games that we had some losses to, so to get this team spirits back up definitely helped.
Yeah, we have a lot of history with them, so coming in we knew that it would be a huge win if we could get the victory, and we came out strong, scoring right away, so that definitely helped us get confidence.
I agree. I think it was a good challenge, but I think we rose to the occasion. So.
All right, and then so the last game of the season, Reading.
Yep.
Probably a very emotional game for
Definitely.
you two in particular, and but how'd you guys do that game?
We were able to come up with a result. It wasn't a win, but it was a tie, which is kind of convenient because last year we had a tie too. But emotions were really high that game from all the players, and it was just a really great atmosphere to play in, especially with all the fans and the parents and the senior night and everything like that. But we were able to focus in on and try to get at least a result, which was successful. But even though we didn't get a W, it was a great way to end the season, end on a good note, and kind of leave things ready for next year.
Yeah, it was definitely sad, our last game for the seniors, but like Liv said, we got a result, and we all the seniors got to play for the last time together, so it was really fun.
Yeah, it was a really exciting game, but it was kind of emotional because half the team's leaving pretty much. I think there's 12 seniors, so
It's crazy. All right, so seniors, like Jill said, there's a lot of them. You guys have been playing together for so long now, and the road has finally come to an end. But what are you guys gonna miss most about these seniors and this team?
There's a lot of things. I guess kind of the comfortability of playing together. Since we've been playing for so long, I know that I've become close with all the girls on the field and off the field. And it was kind of the one sport that I think a lot of us looked forward to every single year. I mean, not that we don't love the other sports, but it was just the one sport that we put all of our time and effort into and focus. So I think that bond that we had together won't be broken, but it'll definitely be missed playing together on the field.
Yeah, just like Liv said, we were friends off and on the field, which not a lot of teams have that. So we had a strong connection, always working together and just going to practice, seeing everyone just made our day.
How long have you guys been playing together?
The people that play club, probably 8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. And then for other girls who, some of them didn't play club, but they still played youth together with us. So that was since we were 6. So it's been a long time.
That's crazy. I mean, it's
sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. I mean, it's.
You're gonna make me cry again, Justin.
I'm sorry. I don't want to make you guys cry on the show, but so you guys had a lot of captains, right? You guys, how many captains do you guys have? 4 captains,
4.
right? 4 captains. But I feel like the whole team had leadership qualities, and I think you guys bonded really well, and you guys communicated really well. I mean, Liv, you were the voice in the back on defense, always screaming,
Get up.
Yep, get up. Like
Everything.
Like how do you guys lead? How are you guys leaders?
Jill, how do we lead?
Yeah, Jill.
I think you guys are really good leaders, like very motivational. Like Liv was really good on defense, and like if we ever had like problems with the coach, they were like really respectful and like responsible going forward. Like anything we needed, they were always there.
Yeah, we try to be like the voice of the team. So if like there's an issue, we would go up to the coach and talk to him about it, and just try to like show our leadership skills to everyone on the field by like speaking up and just playing our game, teaching everyone.
We try to make that leadership not only go with on the field, but with off the field too. So I definitely wanted to make sure with also the other captains that we were always on the same page. Everyone was trying to stay positive. I mean, everyone has a bad day, but as long as you can, when you go on the field, you leave that off the field and you focus on soccer and you focus on what you need to do. And I think we tried to show leadership and everyone doing their role. And if everyone does their role, we can all come together as one and be successful.
That's great. So next year, you two are gone, but Jill is gonna be back. So
Jill's taking charge.
Jill's gonna have to take charge, possibly a captain, maybe. What are your expectations for next year?
Well, I definitely think it's going to be really different, especially because like a lot of the girls, like they said, have been playing together. It's going to be like a really different team. But I think we have a lot of potential, especially the freshmen this year. So the incoming sophomores seem to like, a lot of them stay together on JV. So coming up, I think they're going to have we have a really good chance.
That's good. So what is a goal for you guys next season?
I think a goal is probably to try to maybe reach it's probably not going to be as good of a bond, but try to get a bond like we had this year. Because I know we don't know all the girls as well, but hopefully we can try to bring everyone together.
Mm-hmm. So in the off season, what are you guys gonna do? I mean, you two, are you guys gonna be trying to play soccer in college or?
Possibility.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So how are you guys going to improve your game for the next level?
Definitely fitness is a big part. We learned that this year. That was one of our improvements, I would have to say, on the team, that we improved our fitness. And once you get that going for you, skill is what you can practice on. Fitness is what you need to, you can't just practice fitness. So I think working on our fitness will definitely get us to the goal of playing in college, and then just making sure that you're playing in the off season, whether it's just a pickup league or for Lexi, club, something like that. Just making sure that we're not leaving her alone for however many months.
Yeah, I'm on a club team still, so I'll be playing with them all spring and the winter. So just working hard with them, getting in shape, and just working on what I need to, my weaknesses.
Yeah. So, Jill, as one of the few returners for the girls soccer team, how are you going to mesh all these girls together that had to play JV last year, or freshmen, and a few on varsity? How is that team going to come together in the off season?
Well, we had a summer league this year that was games that it was fun because it's not a lot of pressure, and it was good for everyone to get to know each other. So I think something like that will probably be good. Bring the girls up and give them a chance to play with everyone.
Okay. Well, that's all we have.
That's all we have.
That's all we have for today with this girls soccer team. Thanks for coming on the show,
Thanks
Olivia.
for having us.
Thanks, Jeff, for having us.
Yeah.
Hawk Nation rules.
Yeah, we'll miss
love
you guys
Hawk
for girls soccer, but
never forget us.
Gotta miss you.
Yeah, we'll be right back after this short message.
Hello, Waltham students. Do you want to be on stage and move your body? Well, then you should take Stage and Body. You don't have to be a dancer, and you can get the exercise you want during school and actually have fun doing it. You start off class with a warm-up and then learn a dance combination at the end. Deb Fennell is the teacher of this class. She makes it fun and comfortable for you to be yourself. Go to Guidance today and enroll into Stage and Body.
And we're back. I'm here with the cheerleaders, the most successful group out of all fall sports. I'm here with Allie Steed, Alexi Bonet, Shay Cerconi, and Alexa Tardo. So thank you for coming on the show, girls.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's just get down to it. You guys were a very tight group. You guys worked so hard in the off season. You guys put in a lot of work. What are some great memories you guys have in the off season?
Alexia had everybody do the cheers on the beach. Everyone was staring at us, but it was fun.
Well, we were pretty much with each other every single day this summer.
Yeah, you guys were in the weight room. I mean, like every
Yeah.
day at
Yeah,
7 a.m.
every
Like,
day.
oh, there's
Every
a bunch of dudes in the weight room, for hockey and basketball, and then you have like 27 girls come in for like cheerleading. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like you guys were such a committed group, and you guys were so much different than every other team at the high school, and I think the hard work was obviously shown, and you guys were so successful by winning the DCL title, by winning regionals, and then by being third in states. I think that says a lot about the cheering program and how it's on the come up. So, how does Coach Carrie Blanchard, how does she coach? Because she's done a great job with this program.
Since freshman year, she's totally turned the program around. Freshman year, we were kind of a joke, and people thought we just stood on the sidelines and cheered for the football boys, and she wanted to change that because she felt like cheerleading, which it is a sport, and she kind of let us take control and let her know what we wanted to do, because she was okay with just a game team, but we all let her know that we wanted to be a strong competitive team. And over the last 4 years, Misha and Alexia have seen the team grow and flourish, and she's always there to encourage us. She's a friend on and off the mat. She will help you if you need help during practice, after practice. She helped me with my homework. She helped me with problems I had at school. But then as soon as we stepped onto the mat, she was Coach K, and she just helped us get done what we needed to get done.
She definitely pushed us a lot to go to the weight room every morning, go to tumbling classes, to attend camp, and she just does her job to make us better at our sport.
How did it feel to win DCLs and regionals? Alexa?
I know. Winning DCLs and regionals was such a success. It was the first time we ever won regionals in first place. DCLs we won 4 times, but we also got grand champs, which we won freshman year. But that was just because another team fell, but this year we actually deserved it.
All right, so 3 seniors, you guys were the captains, you guys led the way. How did you guys lead this young team?
I think from our experience coming into the cheering team as a freshman, it was hard for us because we didn't have tight bonds with the upperclassmen. That was something that all 3 of us really struggled with freshman and sophomore year, and it felt like there was a division on the team. So as soon as we became upperclassmen, we made a promise to ourselves that we weren't going to let that happen. And I think building bonds and friendships with not only the girls in your grade, but the girls 3 years younger than you, that was something to us. We knew that if we were able to do that, we were going to be able to come together and work better as a team.
We barely had any team bonding our freshman and sophomore year, so definitely this year as captains, we decided to put a lot of team bonding, get ourselves together, because that's the only way we're going to get it to success.
What did you guys do to become such a tight group during the season?
Lots and lots of team bonding.
What kind of team sleepover?
We had a lot of food
at my house.
That was a big thing during the season was food. Anytime there was food involved, we were all there. I think we had 2 team dinners a week, which was okay with us. Even when the football boys didn't have team dinner, we took it upon ourselves to have our own. And I think after practice, just being able to relax and have fun and joke around for a couple hours with each other in a relaxed environment just helped us all bond.
That's good. All right, Alexa, I have a question for you. So you're the one returner out of these 4. So what is a goal for you and this team next year?
Next year, I definitely want to strive to win states with our team. This year, we had a really good shot, but I think just have to work really hard for it, and we could do it next year. It's definitely my goal before I graduate would be to win states.
How do you plan on improving this offseason?
Definitely do like what we did this year, or last year. You know, everyone was in the gym for conditioning. Everyone going to tumbling, camps for stunting, and just team bonding. Like getting the team together to be like one. All the stuff we did this past season, definitely we would do this year, upcoming to help.
That's great. So you three going off to college next year. You guys will not be a part of Waltham cheer.
I'm super
anymore.
senioring. I'm not going to college.
Okay, that's
no, I'm
fine.
sorry.
You too?
I don't know if you guys knew that.
We have a game plan. We'll be back.
We're gonna announce it right now. We're not graduating this year.
Okay.
We're coming back. So.
All right, so there you have it. We have a full returning team of Waltham cheerleaders. But seriously, you guys will be going off to college next year, and do you guys plan on continuing your cheer career?
I think at first I wasn't planning on continuing cheering, but after like having such a successful season and realizing how much I really do love the sport, I don't see how I could give it up anytime soon.
I agree with Shay. I thought this year was going to be my last year, but thinking about it more, I don't think I can give it up completely. So depending on where I am, if the opportunity comes up, I would definitely love to still continue cheering.
Yeah, just by the senior year. Freshman year, I definitely wouldn't go into cheerleading for college, but definitely the senior year, I think I'm looking into it. And all my colleges have it, so we'll see.
Well, that's good. All right, so thanks for coming on the show. We're out of time, but I just want to say congratulations to us. Awesome year. You guys really...
It's not over yet.
Thank you.
It's not over yet.
No, it's not over.
Why? What do you guys
We have nationals
Going to
coming up in
nationals.
March 12th and 13th. If you want to fly down to
All
Florida,
right, well,
come on down.
I might have to fly down to Florida that weekend to check out you guys. But thanks for coming on the show. You guys had a great season, and hope you guys continue to carry on the success in March. And I wish you guys the best of luck next year, whether it's in college or next year in high school. So thanks for coming on the show, and we'll be right back after this short message.
We can do a lot of really cool things in here just based off of the time frame, 4 hours a week that we have contact with them.
How many times have you been left home alone with no food? Are you sick and tired of junk food? Solve your problems by taking chefs and think twice about what electives will help you. Cooking, being an essential life skill, is something everyone should consider taking. Waltham High has a fun chefs program that will help you relax during the day and experience hands-on learning.
Everybody should have a base knowledge of at least 10 to 15 things that they know how to make without even opening a cookbook. That's the goal with us, whether it's eggs, whether it's omelets, whether it's how to cook pasta.
Come to Pantadoses, where kids cook it their way.
And we're back. I'm here with some of the guys from Jake and Joe's. I just want to say thank you guys so much for having Hawk Nation Sports here. It's an honor, and you guys are the best. So for you listeners who aren't aware, Jake and Joe's is owned by the Nacera family, and they also own Chateau. So they are a pretty successful family when it comes to restaurants. So I'm just going to ask you guys about if there are any new locations and where we can find them. So,
my family's been in business for over 85 years now. There's currently 8 Chateau locations and 3 Jake and Joe's. You got Foxborough, Norwood, and Waltham. And within mid-December, we'll be opening our newest location, Woburn. And who knows, plenty more to come in the future too.
That's great. So are there any new promotions or specials coming over the holidays, considering we have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas?
Yeah, we definitely do. I mean, we have the big Pats game next Sunday against Denver, so there'll be a nice little showdown.
Nice.
Sunday night football. So last night we were pretty packed for the Bills game, so we were expecting a similar turnout. So show up early if you want to see.
Right.
We are packed here. So great atmosphere, a bunch of TVs. We have a 161-inch projection screen, so it can split into 4. It can be one big screen. So, March Madness or even Saturday football games, show everything.
That's awesome.
And we get the Pats game, so that'll be on the big screen for sure.
Nice. Like you mentioned, you have a 161 inch.
That's fact. It's a projection screen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
Yeah, you got to come here for the Pats game next.
We get the volume jacked up, get the atmosphere in here ready to go.
Oh, it must be wild when they score. Huh?
It's a good time. Yeah.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yep.
So you guys have a lot of TVs in here. How many do you guys have in here? Do you guys know?
We have 42 TVs.
42 TVs.
Including the ones on the patio. So
you won't miss a game here, clearly.
I hope not.
Yeah, this is the place to be, I'd say. So that's all we have. So thank you guys very much for coming on the show, and I appreciate you guys having Hawk Nation Sports here at Jake and Joe's. It was an awesome time, and hopefully we can do this again.
Thank you very much.
No worries. We'll see you.
Come back whenever.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
That's all we have for today for Hawk Nation Sports, and we're signing out. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Thank you.
Hawk Nation Sports wants to thank George Papachristos, Marco Gonzalez, Vanessa Feely, Catherine Sharkey, Zach Cerconi, Mr. Whiteley, and Mr. Hazel. Thank you to all the athletes who came to Jake and Joe's, and a special thank you to Jake and Joe's for hosting Hawk Nation Sports Fall Wrap-Up.